Okay, so after you've done installing the GitHub app, now it's time to import our GitHub repo so that we can create our project. Okay, but the thing about a MERN stack project is that there is a client side and a server side. So you have to create two applications basically for that. One is for the front end and one is for the back end. So let's get started. If you're looking for cheap hosting, then let me introduce Hostinger. Using their virtual private servers, you can host any website, whether that's a PHP, React, Next.js, or MERN stack website, and using my link in the description below, or by adding referral code is equal to swebdev, then pressing enter, you can get an extra discount, as you can see here, on the prices that are available. And I've made a bunch of different tutorials on how to host your website online using Hostinger, because they not only give you different locations from where to host your website, they also give you all these applications that you can individually install to manage your hosting. Also different kinds of panels. The easiest one is Deploy in my opinion. And if you just want to manually do everything, then you can install any of these as well. But my personal recommendation would be Deploy to easily just do this. So use the link in the description below to get a 20% discount. When you apply my code like this and choose one of the plans, you will see that you will get an extra 20% discount, okay? And a free domain for 1 year as well included in this. Or if you want to lessen your plan, you can choose a lesser option as well to decrease the price, okay? And you'll still get a 20% discount, okay? It's also a great way to support the channel as well and put your first website online. Okay, now back to the video. So first let's create the project, okay? I'm gonna say MERN app, something like that. And then let's go into production. In resources, let's click this. I'm gonna get the private repository because mine is in private. Select the GitHub app, select the GitHub repo, load this. My frontend is going to be on 3000, so I'm just gonna confirm this. Okay, now go back to the MERN app, into production again. Now you're gonna click on new, and you're gonna click on private repository, and gonna select the GitHub app, and I'm again gonna select this, but my server is going to be on port 4000, so I'm just gonna change that. Click continue. So now I have this. So I'm just gonna go back into production for a second. So I'm just gonna open this in a separate tab, select this, and I'm gonna change the name to MERN client and this to MERN server. You can name this whatever you want. Just save this and this. Now go down. The base directory is going to be /client for the client one, and for this it's going to be server, this one. Now for this, what you're going to do is just deploy this. Okay, I'm just going to check what the problem is and come back. As you can see, it is running now. The problem was in the configuration. I ended up typing in /client, right? So it didn't save for some reason. I don't know why, but I ended up adding /client again and then saving. That's all it was, okay? And you can see the backend is also running. I basically deployed that as well. So I did click the save button, by the way, just in case you were wondering. So this was the problem. The base directory, the /server, and the /client did not save for some reason. So after that, I just started the server and it's running. Okay, let's open up the front end. And as you can see, this is working, but it won't connect to the backend right now. The reason is that if you look at the files, there is no environment variables, right? So if I go into my source folder and go into my app.tsx, you'll see that I'm getting an environment variable from Vite, okay? That is called this. So I'm just gonna take this And from the backend, okay, the backend does have the env file, but in your index.js, this is what you need, the front-end URL. I'm just using this. So in the backend, okay, this, you go into environment variables. You're gonna click on add. The backend actually has two variables. One is the front-end URL. Okay, I'm gonna leave this empty for now. Oh, you have to fill in this. Okay, so the front-end URL is basically just gonna have this URL. Okay, here I'm just gonna save this, and another one is going to be, okay, so port, and then it's going to be 4000 because that's the port I'm running the backend on. Okay, so save this. So both of these are saved. Now the front end is going to be something similar. Go into the environment variables, copy this name, click on add the name of the environment variable, and just copy the backend URL. And add this. I'm gonna save this. Okay, now this has been added. I'm just gonna refresh this first, and just going to, oh yeah, no, this is wrong. Okay, now I need to change this. So here at the end you need to add /API. This is for me because I've set it up this way. Okay, then just update this. Okay, so now I'm gonna refresh this, and let's see. Yeah, it didn't work. The reason for that is that you need to redeploy this, and I'm going to redeploy the backend as well, and I'm going to wait for that to redeploy and come back. Okay, so both of them have been redeployed, and now if I refresh this and if I click this, it is getting the message from the backend. Okay, so that means our frontend and backend are now connected with each other. So I hope you like this tutorial. Like and subscribe to stay updated on the latest tutorials, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.